I don't sleep with vaccinated women.
Yay! The vaccines work!
Party at my house on Friday. Don't come if you're ugly.
How can you host a party that you won't attend? Well, that's easy. It's called event management.
If you over 25 and don't have a baby yet, you're missing out.
JOMO, the joy of missing out.
It's like those people who say you're selfish for not having kids. Like, oh no, I put myself first. What a horrible existence this will be for me. Meanwhile, in a world where someone can get riled up over a video about cooking food.
Too much butter, wrong pan used, didn't cook the steak well enough, poor choice of toppings. You should also never smack a steak like that. Everyone knows that a modern cook drops down to the steak's level so they're nice eye-lined and you're respecting them and talking to them like, hey, I don't appreciate your behavior.
Okay, Gordon Ramsay.
I know Gordon Ramsay doesn't sound like that, but he should. It would be cooler. Yay! This millennial got hit by a city bus and can finally pay off her student loans. Ugh, it's really hard watching other people live out your dreams. Your dream is to get hit by a bus? Oh no, please! I'm talking about the driver.
At the cosmetic lane, we present to you earlobe rejuvenation.
Because it turns out that's nicer to hear than dissecting a part of your body.
Earlobes change with age. Like anything else, they can become droopy. They can deflate. They can even develop folds and seem collapsed. Fortunately, earlobes can be rejuvenated either with filler or surgery.
California is about to wash out to sea and you're trying to make people care about a few millimeters on their earlobes.
What exactly did you want us to do, Kate? Did you want me to get a bucket to help put the water back? We're simply trying to do our job.
The ability to sound so professional yet completely smacking someone down to the asphalt. Well done, Cosmetic Lab. Great job. Cosmetic Lane, damn it.
See what happens when I try and compliment you? You make me stressed.
Guys, silly but legit exercise question with the Apple Watch. How come my watch doesn't say, "It looks like you're exercising"? When I make boom boom with my partner, it doesn't register workouts shorter than 3 minutes. I'll see myself out. Very weird energy coming off this interaction. Dude, you're active in r/celebrity feet. Any interaction with a caring parent would be alien to you.
Can you imagine today's youth storming the beaches of Normandy? How pathetic are they, living a life of much more privilege and luxury thanks to our effort. It's all our own fault, really. We're the ones who have given this sort of comfort. But I'm old and too exhausted to actually acknowledge my own failings and things. Anyway, all kids are terrible.
I can't imagine today's boomers doing it. All y'all do is buy commemorative Trump teddy bears and post "how to open PDF" as a Facebook status.
Ever hear of the Vietnam War?
No. Who won? Go on, tell us all about the incredible work the Vietnam War did. Better yet, tell us how well your own generation treated your own generation after they came back from said war. Sorry, that would require you to take responsibility for yourself, and as we've noticed from the way you think about children these days, it's clear you don't really do that.
He is so good. Just the goodest kitty.
He looks like what an AI would create if you asked it to make a photorealistic drawing of a cartoon cat. Just a 2D outline and then poof with some texture.
Bard is barred.
Sir Julian Fellows, November 2nd, says that only those who have been to university can comprehend Shakespeare's plays. That would exclude Shakespeare, then. From Professor Norman Hammond, Cambridge. You just know this man wrote this in by pen and ink, and he just dropped his pen like a microphone. Just boom, mic drop. I'm out of here, bitches. Rihanna is tired of fans playing Pokemon Go at her concerts. Yeah, well, fans are tired of Rihanna playing shows at their Pokemon gatherings.
Play this game!
Introverts are like a slow website. They might be the coolest site, but usually people don't wait that long for them to open. This has been mind-blowing. Extroverts are like pop-ups. You know what? I think both of these are very valid. Airlines should charge by the pound. And what with countries that have other currencies, like the dollar? 50 years ago, magazine ads and shows like The Jetsons depicted AI as helpful, even essential to everyday life. Now that AI is becoming reality, it's often depicted as adversarial and potentially threatening.
One way or another, I'm gonna get ya. I'll get ya. I'll get ya. Get ya. Get ya. Get ya.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Pixels.
Well, hang on. Where's the rat?
Turn your screen off.
After a long year, my husband finally believes I am ready to carry his child in my womb, to feed them with my body, to give him my whole body for his descendants.
Jeez, look, I'm proud for you if you think this is a real big deal for yourself.
I'm ready to receive his seed, to become fully his. Can't wait to be impregnated, to he owned.
But why does the photo look so depressing? Like you are just a shadow, you're a silhouette. There is no individuality about you. You are nothing but the itemized object of his needs. And am I the only one seeing this? Like, I'm not trying to be crazy ultra feministic about this, but it looks depressing, and I hope they get some help about these clear, slightly manageable daddy issues. Anyway, congrats on the raw dogging. Parents from across New Jersey were out in force in Middletown, letting Murphy Democrats know that we will not stand by while they put school districts between parents and their children. School districts should be working hand in hand with parents, not forced to keep secrets from them.
Incredible.
I didn't realize 20 people was out in force. It's the incredible power of, I'm gonna say maybe 5 families at most. Oh no, an average of 4.5 houses of people. They're going to overturn everything. Oh look, it's the man who collects toys more than he takes care of himself, who's upset because there's words in a video game. He's right to be upset though, because the words they and them have never existed in the English language up until now.
Like, legitimately, how embarrassing for you to be triggered over pronouns.
Like, just pick one of the 3 they have available and play the goddamn game.
Thank you. I was looking for a reason to unfollow. This ain't an airport. You don't need to announce your exit. Bye-bye.
From the official Red the Angry Bird Twitter account. I'll be honest, this looks more like a troll than a legit supportive thing. Just a totally apolitical character in cartoon medium. I'm not saying I'm against it. It just looks silly.
I'm gonna give this a letter on my keyboard.
As a Yankee fan, I guess you know a lot about L's this year.
I almost refunded my game when Starfield asked me for pronouns.
Oh, they might imply that I'm already given up and I'm not gonna give him a chance to fix things so I can still play the game because I'm totally gonna play the game anyway. But I still might, do that. But, I'm annoyed about it, so, fix it. Because I can't handle this. From Opera GX themselves. It's really nice to see these legitimate businesses just completely tanking on genuine idiots.
Everyone has pronouns, dipschmidt. It came free with your freaking speaking a language.
Hey gamers, Ubisoft here. Name a game you're proud to have 100% completed. Hey Ubi, why don't you name a game you have completed at 100% before releasing it? We will all be waiting. Remind me, how many AR-15s did Jesus own? Well, not enough to avoid being murdered by the government. Photoshop request, everyone. Can someone remove all that rubbish? Oh yeah, that is a disgusting state of trash. Let's fix that up. Done.
You asked for it.
In French, you don't say, I miss you. You say, tu me manques, which means you are missing from me. Isn't that amazing? In Texas, you don't say you all. You say y'all, which means you all. Unless there's a lot of y'all. Then it's all y'all, which means all you all. Isn't that amazing?
If you're an adult whose rent is less than $4,000 a month, you're still a child.
Imagine being an adult paying $4,000 on rent and not a mortgage. Shout out to Gen Alpha. Enjoy the rental market. What's it like being the daughter of the best chef in the world? Oh, but Jamie Oliver's not my dad.
Dead body reported.
If a beautiful woman disagrees with me, I will immediately change my views. I have no principles. Well, maybe you should have principles. You're right, maybe I should. One time in 6th grade, I was being bullied really badly, and this whole circle of people gathered around me and the girl that was bullying me, and she smirked and went, "You dumb rich bitch." And everyone was like, "Ooh." And I stood there for a second before pulling $20 out of my wallet, placed it in her hand, and said, "Buy some better insults." And I swear, the entire lunchroom rioted. Okay, that bully's a genius. That is the, best method to get someone to give you money without even getting in trouble for bullying them. What is a woman? I am a doorknob. Allow me to explain. It's the person who covers their drink when you enter the room. Giving birth isn't as painful as being kicked on the nuts.
Have you had a baby?
No, but over the years, women say,
Let's have another one.
I never hear a man saying, "Come on, hit me in the nuts again." Look, I'm sure to the average person, yeah. To a dominatrix, not really. God damn. How do you get 22 years for a crime when you weren't even at the crime scene to commit it? Ask Charles Manson.
How dare you stand where he stood?
Dumbledore has stood everywhere in this damn school. What do you want me to do? Float?
Yes, actually.
Well,
Wingardium Leviosa.
Obscene and vulgar ads are frequently appearing on the IRCTC ticket booking app. This is very embarrassing and imitating Railmin India and official kindly look into. Oh my goodness. Clothing! Gah! Hi Anand, Indian Railways Siva here. So, uses Google's ad serving tool AdX for serving ads. These ads uses cookies to target the user. Yep, that's how you pronounce that. I'm not re-recording that. He can also sound like it's official. Based on user history and browsing behavior, ads are shown. Please clean and delete all browser cookies and history to avoid such ads. Official. You know what makes us equally sad? This man probably just shares his computer with his wife, who probably has used that store to shop and buy things. I can see that sheen. I mean, that, or this person's personally gone through their catalog with no intention to buy anything.
Not even being provocative, but if you think Greta Thunberg has the maturity to guide global policymaking, then you cannot objectify to Jeffrey Epstein paying 16-year-olds for sex? What?
Hold the phone! What the hell? What are you saying? Based on my personal genuine reaction to that information, I can't help but agree with them. That's sarcasm. I'm being sarcastic. That's sarcasm. Children.
The planet is dying. Please do something.
Conservatives.
Well, if you're so smart, why can't I have smex with you? Checkmate.
Hi, could I get you 300-liter offer, please? Hi, no problem. What is your address?
Oh, I don't know if I should be giving out personal information to a company.
Not a problem. We will just throw a dart at the map and hope for the best, shall we? James Blunt can't sing for Schmidt.
Correct! I sing for money, and it's beautiful.
That's the only song of his I actually know. Ew, no skin's dire. I guess we just broke. Yeah, go get a job. Don't play Dota. Nah, Dota first. Job fourth. Wait, what is second or third? Your mom and sister. I post more memes than selfies because I'd rather see y'all smiling than coming. Especially when you look like Mads Mikkelsen. Not with that BMI.
Oh, ouch. BMY.
A House member rubbed Speaker Nicholas Longworth's bald head, saying, "Nice and smooth. Feels just like my wife's bottom." Longworth then rubbed his own head and said, "Indeed, it does."
Why do men not sell fast?
Gotta get home to the woman I love. Incredible work managing to both demean someone and call yourself out on your discrepancies at the same time.
Choose wisely. You need to find yourself a wife who dreams of this and not this.
I'll be honest, that photo on the left reeks of Instagram vanity. You just know if you're taking that photo, you're gonna be there for a solid hour. Also, this person is a great example that, hey, just because your life changed, aka you now have kids, doesn't mean everyone else should change their life too, just because you're happy. But let's summarize specifically why it's ironic that this person is shaming independent, business-driven women. You You sell pictures of your butthole all over the internet. I mean, as if you'd not be thankful for having some sort of financial stability earlier on in your life before you have kids.
No, women, stop! Don't try to be financially secure before you have the commitment that is raising a child for 18 years of your future. No, that's dumb!
Without Googling, name something the US invented. Medical debt bankruptcies.
Lads, I just spent £1,500 on a new sofa and just been told that it's got a 12-week delivery time. Anyone know where I stand?
Oh, probably in your living room, mate.
Google turned 25 years old today. Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio just switched to Yahoo.
We're 29.
Oh, really? Yahoo came before Google? And they still failed? They had 4 years ahead and they still failed? Oh, no.
Ooh, you shouldn't have just exposed yourself like that.
Pushing 30, still calling yourself Yahoo.
I will personally organize a local militia if I'm enforced to stay in my freaking house any longer.
Back in the good old days with the Great Panic. Please, you couldn't organize a hunger strike at a fashion show.
Uses metric system.
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 Uses metric system,
Been to the moon. According to Donald Trump Jr., their literal account, they think this is a solid point of argument. Oh no. Oh no. NASA uses the metric system. How you doing, DTJ? You need a moment to sit down, you need to cry. That's okay, we got a tissue for you.
Smecks don't impress me. Teach me how to make 30K in 2 days.
Well, it's gonna involve smacks. Texas here. Everyone wants to have smacks with us.
I'm from Oklahoma here. I think you're misunderstanding the phrase, frick Texas. I love what you guys are doing. Keep up the good work, Jew.
Ooh, thank you, but please refrain from using that acronym.
Our organization's name is Journalist Excellence Worldwide.
Oh, no, I understand. My middle name is Kevin.
Thank you for understanding. KK. Yep.
Atheists, if God isn't real, how do you explain walking on water? Can you walk on water like Jesus?
Yes.
Well, show me a video of you walking on water.
I don't need to. You just need to have faith that I did. Surely you have faith, don't you?
It's unattractive to me when a man has never been to jail before. You're not even a man yet.
This is why y'all be getting beat up.
Now, I don't want to really say I agree with this, but I think you're inviting a certain crowd of people when you think this is the standards to get with a partner. Kumail, a day may come when I am not mistaken for another brown actor. But it is not this day. Kunal, every time I get recognized for you, I think, man, I wish it were true. Cal, I have taken credit for both of your accolades in the last 2 weeks, so I guess I owe you each a photo, a half a beer, and an awkward extended hug. Sarah,
Why do you have 3 accounts?
ask Reddit. Would you take a 50-50 chance at $5 million or death? Why or why not? Yeah. Either way, I don't have to go to work tomorrow. Yeah, optimism. Or defeatism. Or nihilism. Or, wow, it could be anything. If you don't have any friends, you're not an introvert. You're a problem.
If you think being an extrovert gives you the right to bash introverts for not having friends, then you are not an extrovert. You're an extrovert.
When the girl you invited over is so bored by Netflix's terrible film selection that she decides to leave. Hello, Netflix here. Maybe because you were actually trying to watch a movie, Brian.
Wait, you mean? She wanted to. I gotta go.
Male privilege is wearing the same outfit multiple times to events, while girls can't wear the same dress twice, no matter how cute it is. There isn't a single straight man on earth that cares if you wear the same cute dress twice. The negative comments will come from other women. Honestly, I don't even think this is a, thought that many women actually have about clothes themselves. Please, be honest in the comments. Do you think this is such a common belief that men are the ones who actually, force women to wear different clothes? Am I just a sheltered little bitch boy? I can't comprehend how anyone would encourage someone to engage in fast fashion. Twitter sure is something else.
I think you mean X.
Hey, if he can dead name his own child, I can dead name his stupid ass app. Schmidt's gonna be called Twitter until it fully crashes. My siblings had a fight once, and it went like this. Tyler.
Anything that comes out of your mouth is stupid!
Sam.
Tyler.
To this day, I still laugh out loud in inappropriate settings because I randomly think of it.
The day my husband asks me to pay halves on rent is the day I pack my bags.
Yeah, and go where? You can't even afford half the rent.
Christ, bros, it's over. A believer does this. An atheist does this.
Oh, amazing. God answered the believer's prayers by sending him an atheist to build a boat. The Lord works in mysterious ways.
The best homemade dinner on the planet. All of the UK eats like the Germans are still flying overhead. It's really that the potatoes on that just look rough. I'm not gonna lie. The potatoes, there's no seasoning there. They look like they were just like boiled. That's rough. When everyone likes your memes, but no one likes you. Oh, so sad. You're just a jester, a clown, a fool. Aw, that's not true. We don't like your memes either. You what? Day ruined. Year ruined. Hey guys, my parents are out of town and party at my house this weekend. The LSPDPIO can't come though. We're actually pretty cool people to hang out with, but we get it. If nothing illegal's going on and no one calls us, then we won't come. But based off the number of likes and comments so far, doesn't look like anyone else is going to either. I like that they added the laugh, but then just to be sure we knew who they were, they had a cop emoji and a cop car. Like just so you know, you're being burned when we should be protecting and serving. We added a third. We protect, we serve, and we roast just a little bit, lightly. It's part of our civic duty. I would love to have a Trump and Cruz sign in my yard. Where do we get them? Jim Crow's campaign office has some. Where's that? Oh, 1950 Segregation Street. And this is on the next. I've never used Nextdoor. So they're just, as I understand it, Nextdoor is just a forum for your neighbors, right? That's silly. That's very silly. You don't know your history, Tina. Far right. Another word for anyone that disagrees with me. Oh yeah, far right is 2 words. Great comeback. Comeback is 1 word. You're mixing things up here, Paul. Would you like some tea? Oh, come on. Can we blur the dog nuts? Get that out of here. Get it out of here. And it's Grok dropping the balls on ChatGPT. Your site, formerly Twitter, is valued at 19 billion, while OpenAI is valued at over 29 billion. Dude, Opera GX has some heaters. I'm not even gonna lie. Some of the tweets they make, yeah, you know, I get it. Brand Twitter, silence brand, I get it. But they cook. I'm not even gonna lie. Whoever's their social media guy cooks. There is a large graveyard filled with my enemies. Excuse me? I do not wish to add to it, but will if given no choice. Those who pick fights with me do so at their own peril, but maybe this is their lucky day. Dude, he couldn't even win the fight to get out of buying this app. Why is he saying like an anime villain? That's what I don't understand. Why are you final bossing right now, Elon? Stop it. I have never in my life met a feminist and then walked away going, wow, that was an incredibly happy person. This is quite the cell phone, because the common denominator in all these interactions is that they just met you. Oh, this is like Murdered by Words, but way better. They gave us the Josh Wiseman but better version of Murdered by Words. Cause these are chef's kiss solid, dude. I'm proud to be an American because at least I know I'm free. Europeans, guess I'm enslaved then. 1 sec. I'm gonna go check if the moon has any other flags on it. Yeah, call me when your moon flag pays your hospital bills. Well, why would I need a hospital on the moon? I'm in space. I can do whatever I want. I can jump and float. What can you do, huh? You know, at least we didn't devolve to, well, at least our skills. You know, we inched out a victory that it didn't devolve to that. Imagine hating England. There's no country in the world more beautiful. I feel like when people say I hate England, they're not referring to the plants and cows. No, they didn't do anything. They're all good. We'll leave them out of this. 95% approval rating in the Republican Party. Thank you. Charles Manson had an 100% approval rating among his followers. What's your point? You're saying that he doesn't have, oh, you're dissing him. He's only at 95. Rookie numbers, Donnie. Wonder what his stats look like now. I Googled it I'm so curious now. It's not looking good. His term was not looking good, but these are all old favorability polls. Show me something current. I want to see what his race against Charles Manson looks like now in approval rating. It's about to start. My son, a U.S. Marine stationed at Camp Pendleton, just called me. Dad, I'll be leaving the military if they try to force the vax on me. It's starting. So, who's gonna tell him the military forced the flu vax on him every year? Hey, let's not forget all the vaccines that he took as a child. It's happening. It's happened, you dumb potato. That's a solid one. Comparing him to a root vegetable. Goes to Africa without vaccines. Comes home in a box. Is it at least nicely wrapped? I mean, we're gonna weigh out the pros and cons. Get your shots. It's important. Accuracy versus precision. Well, in his defense, his eyes are blurry, so I don't know. He doesn't even know what he's looking at there. You know, I'm just happy. I'm just happy the shots landed in the paper, but he did not shoot. I think that would scare the guy holding the hostage if you just shot the hostage. That's horrible. God, that's horrible. I'm sorry. Just that's listen. All I'm saying is I've played plenty of games. I'm built different. I would have, quick time evented it. Everything would have been fine. To win $3 billion with a B dollars, you have to survive 24 hours getting chased by a horror villain of your choice. Who are you picking? The Predator? Hey, the Predator's actually a solid choice. I'm old and out of shape and unarmed, not honorable prey. Exactly. But is the deal like, do you feel like that's a cheap answer? I think it's fair. I think it's actually more than fair of an answer. Like, I would pick the Predator. I'm a big boy. What is he gonna do with me, huh? I'm scared. I get scared to order my own food sometimes if I'm overwhelmed with the decision. I'm not honorable prey for him. He's gonna take his mask off and give me a thumbs down and go away. I don't care how hard life gets. I'm not dating a white man. Preference, do you. I don't care. It's all good. White privilege. Oh man. It's really just I'm not even gonna try and make a joke out of this. It writes itself. This is when every ethnicity is like, we don't claim you, on to the next. We all band together to not claim. The female mind, the beta mind, and the liberal mind are all the same. None of them can comprehend the levels of alpha male in this one photo. Now on the plus side, Josh, you'll be able to use this tweet when you get to ratios in math class. Oh, it hurts. Well, at least Josh will have a good study reference. He has a good study guide. Alpha male is such a silly term, by the way. It's such a dumb, silly term. I'm the alpha. No, you're not. No, you're not. Shut up. Remote jobs are terrible for your mental health. I want to socialize with everyone. I need to know if the woman in HR is going to get divorced or not. You're the exact reason the rest of us want to stay home. Dude, people who are way too nosy is crazy. I saw a TikTok just recently that had this vibe, the person that they're replying to, their vibe. It was some lady complaining about moving into her neighborhood and no one wants to socialize with her, but she knows everyone's business intimately. And I think you know your answer of why people don't want to hang out with you when all you're talking about is everyone else's stuff. It's craziness. Those kinds of people really drive me up a wall. If rhymes were accurate, roses are red, violets are violet. Okay, yeah, sure. Roses are red, violets are violet. Neil deGrasse Tyson should sometimes stay quiet. See, it was funny, it was clever, but it wasn't a ratio. Unfortunately, Neil is much more, his power level's way higher, dude. Sorry, just back to the drawing board. You'll get him someday, I promise. What don't billionaires control at this point? Their impulses. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. That's how we have one that runs this app now, that runs Twitter. What do you think is going to go down as the craziest billionaire moment where they just there was no decision making involved, they just did it? I think Elon buying Twitter is at least top 10, top 5 of dumb things that billionaires have done. He dumped me, so I'm dating his landlord. We increasing the rent tomorrow. That's devious. Whoa. He live in your mind rent free though. And that's true too. That's true too. He could just move. That's fair. Are you gonna hop landlord to landlord just trying to raise rent on him? He's got money like that though, he'll be fine. Because elements typically end in "eum." American grammar rules are weird, he said, speaking American. It's called English, and it was created in Britain. American is where you're from. What you speak is stupid. The 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918, Armistice Day, later known as Veterans Day. God bless all the brave men and women who served our country. Your sacrifice cannot be thanked enough. Hey, Jim Jordan voted against the PACT Act, the Food Security for All Veterans Act, the Veteran Service Recognition Act, and the VA Employee Fairness Act. So he's right, your sacrifice can't be thanked, according to him, because he's removing all the things that would help you. Or voting against, at least. Your time is wasted managing a social media account. Buddy, it's Saturday night and you're talking to a marshmallow sandwich on the internet. Whose time is being wasted here? I'm managing the account. I'm making money, all right? This marshmallow sandwich puts food on my table. Specifically, more marshmallow sandwiches. What about you? You making bread talking to me? No, this is volunteer work for you. You do it for free. You do it for fun. Say something nice about the UK. Hey, I mean, you guys did create the largest number of Independence Days around the world, so, there's that. Congrats. At what number is the car parked? I can't see that the car's on top. I mean, if I had to guess, I can't even guess, because, it's not, I don't know, man. You tell me. Say it with me, kids. Words are not oppressive. It's your choice to be offended by them and give them power. Stop being a p***. Thanks, Waluigi. Oh, let's listen to the guy pretending to be Waluigi on the internet. These seem to clearly be rational and smart, much like I know Waluigi to be. Yeah, me having a Waluigi-themed account clearly negates my ability to have a f***ing valid opinion. Okay. Hey, you shouldn't let his words have the power to upset you, Waluigi. Stop being a p***. Joe Rogan shatters an arrow on Cybertruck that would easily go through a normal car. Oh, it's not how you spell his name. Now he knows why a free edit button is important. I mean, he doesn't even need it for free. He has the check mark and he didn't do it. Today's great sadness is watching God-denying 39-year-old intentionally single childless women who don't realize that their pursuit of self is going to leave them lonely in old age with no progeny, no joy of motherhood, and a total sense of emptiness in their twilight years. Damn. What a tweet, man. Dale, she said no. She rejected you, Dale. Therapy might be a better way to process your resentment. I mean, if my name was Dale, I'd be a little upset too, because it rhymes with stale, like your style and your worldviews. Need a man who never looked at other women. Hey, can we direct you to the National Society of the Blind and Partially Sighted? I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for there. Broad question, but I think we can figure something out for you. People be like, I love winter, from their living room under a heated blanket with some cozy socks on and sipping hot tea. No, go outside and like it. Let's see. Yeah, people be like, I love summer, in their cozy and cold living room with an air conditioner. Go outside in the sun for 7 hours straight. Walk in the sun. Embrace the f***ing heat. 44 degrees Celsius straight into your soul to burn your f***ing sins. I love fall. Is that a happy middle ground? Sorry, what? Germany winning World War II would have been a massive W for all humanity? What? You're smoking c***ula. Dipping your balls into liquid nitrogen before tapping them with a croquet mallet would be a massive W for all humanity. That is some vivid imaging. Is that guy a writer? Sean dude, I hope he is. That was crazy. That was poetic. Okay, another Elon banger. Oh, the irony. Iran wants war. Look how close they put their country to our military bases. When your own social media says your post misleads. Oh, he got community noted. Oh, Elon, you silly bitch. You silly dummy, you. Elon Musk is gonna put Apple out of business. And did he buy it? Did I miss the news or something? Are they going under? What happened? Elon's the death knell of any business, any entrepreneurship, any enterprising corporation. Elon walks his way in there. It's done. Never seen Star Wars. None of them. Never will. OMG, you're missing out. Maybe. You're missing out on being a multimillionaire. Keep your movie. George Lucas has seen Star Wars and he's a billionaire. That's true. And he made them. Not only did he see them, he made them. He's probably seen versions that we've never seen. I want to be treated like a princess. So you want to be forcibly married to a complete stranger, possibly 40 years older than you, to strengthen your alliance with France? Damn, shoddy, that's the wildest kink I've ever seen. Keep it in the bedroom. This is a mask-free church campus. Kindly remove them or stay in your car. We celebrate faith over fear. Yep. This is what you'll see when you visit our church. Don't like it? Don't come. I'm not playing those Democrat games. Is it a gun-free campus also? Hashtag faith over fear. Show up acting stupid and find out. Show up acting stupid is this church's motto. Faith over fear. It's a precaution. It's not fear. It's staying smart. What are you talking about? Hey there, Antifa clowns and masked cowards. Addressing the whole class, huh? A bit of a history. Fascist is from... Oh, I didn't even realize it's Jordan B. Peterson. Hold on. Fascist is from the Latin fasces, which means bind together. Corporate, government, and media collusion is fascist by definition. Why then don't you protest at WEF? Answer, that's the fascism you adore. Jordan, I am here to inform you that if we would live in a world where literal etymology defined the modern use of any word, then I'm glad to inform you that the name Jordan originates from the Hebrew yarden, meaning to go down. You can and will, by definition, suck my if we're taking the literal interpretation. The king's speech delivers change. Change in our economy, change in our society, change in our communities. It takes long-term decisions for a brighter future. You know, Rishi Sunak could spend a month on Grindr and he still wouldn't find a mandate. Funny joke, but I'm not aware of these. I don't know who that is. I know he made the post. Is he just a lousy politician? What's the joke? Fill me in. I don't understand this one. When a British captive officer challenged Surcouf with the words, "You French fight for money while we fight for honor," Surcouf replied, "Each of us fights for what he lacks most." Damn, we were dissing each other way back when? That's a fire burn. You just made food, you're at the table, laptop open. What are you watching first? YouTube ad. Hey, fair enough. I mean, I got premium, not me. Personally wouldn't be me, but you stay safe. If you want $15 minimum wage, don't complain when your Taco Bell order costs $38 for a burrito. The most expensive Taco Bell burrito in Washington, D.C., where the minimum wage is already $15, costs $3.79. Explain your math, Jordan. How did you get $38 from that? Why are people on social media always so mad? Life is good, y'all. Get out there and experience it. Oh, thanks, Nikki, but have you considered that we broke? We ain't got no money to go around. Yeah, life is good for you. I mean, you can find the little things in life. Being real, there's always something little you can appreciate. So yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, no, she's spitting. Name something invented by the Germans without Googling. I mean, they invented a lot of things without Googling. You want me to name one of them? God, I don't know. There's a lot. They made so many things without Googling it, because a lot of them before Google was even a thing. Plenty more while Google was a thing. I don't know what you want from me. You're late. Prove it. Before time was invented. Like the idea that time was built off of spite for people being late. That's how we got 24 hours in a day. I can't believe I need to say this, but you're not gonna find your wife in any of these places. Nightclubs, bars, Tinder. She's going to be here in libraries, gyms, and coffee shops. I don't know, man. I found your wife on Tinder and she is eager to meet. So, I mean, I found someone. Sure, I didn't find my wife on Tinder, but I did find a wife. Name a character who can defeat Captain America. Captain Vietnam? I'm unaware of this. Who is Captain Vietnam? Again, this might be a history joke that I'm just missing, or this might be a comics joke that I don't understand. But this one is truly missing me. I don't know what this joke, like, I don't get it. It fried my brain. May there be prosperity for us all. Oh, cool. X to be renamed Z. Awesome. Does your boss know you joke about design industry on Twitter? Yeah, he does. If you'd like to contact him, however, please feel free. Hey, my name's Blank from the recruitment agency Blank Media. I was wondering if you know about your employer, Tommy Mason, and his Twitter material. You mean employee, dummy? I am my own boss, you wet wipe. Tommy, you owned him, you burned him. You pulled an I am the manager, and he was none the wiser. We never see this nowadays. Why would girls buy sex toys when they can try millions of virgin men all around the world? There's a lot of reasons for that, actually. The toys often have a less repulsive personality. Yeah, when you're asking questions like that, you have your answer already. You don't need a sex toy, try me on for size. No thanks, I'd like to feel something. This high school had a misspelling on their new sign, so their football opponents that week took advantage. Welcome to Trenton. Oh, we come. Oh my god, we come to Trenton to bring you the L you're missing. Oh my god, they f***ing won. They don't even need to play, they won. Go-karting should be free for all men in their mid-20s. For all the single women reading this, please see this for the red flag that it is. If you don't see the red flag, please educate yourself. I mean, only flag I see is the checkered flag as I cross the finish line. Eat my asphalt, Cindy. It's true. We're burning rubber, dude. Some people say I look like Beyonce. Man, they're as blind as you. It's the shine from your bald head that's blinding them, Tyler, you bald Thanks, Grandma. Glad this video gets Grandma approved by the end of it. I'm glad glad at the end of the day we know that this video is Grandma approved. Say thanks, Grandma, in the comments.
Hey guys, I'm just looking out the window. Can anyone explain?
Is this your wallet? You left it at Walmart.
Readers added context. This is commonly known as cloud. Source, that beggar on the street who always asks you for money and you do have some on you, but just not right now. No, I'm sorry, not right now. Hello, fellow communists. How do I convince my capitalist friend that communism isn't bad?
Oh, our capitalist friend.
Oh, yes, of course. My bad.
Our bad. Well, now you're just being pedantic.
We are just being pedantic.
Jake Paul says,
Yo, why 10-year-olds got iPhones now?
son, you'd be out of a job if they didn't. What is the strangest thing you've done for cash? Oh, I don't want to tell. No, it's so embarrassing. Oh, I bet it's bad. I worked 40 plus hours a week. Oh, that is bad. For your work-life balance, probably. I bet you have such bad mental health. A study's surprise finding. Most workers want to be in the office more often.
It's just what we found. Scientifically, it's irrefutable. No man could ever speak against our proven science.
What if I'm a bird?
No, wait.
People just love office buildings, says study by architecture firm that builds offices. Have fun keeping afloat your horse carriage business in the era of motor vehicles.
You match with a man with 3 long pointy fingernails. Threesome? With who? Your preferred female friend.
Sounds good.
Yes!
Who's the third person?
Me?
Oh, then no.
Gene!
Oh my god, look what socialism has done to my beautiful country! It's preserved our ancient history, given us healthcare, and our money is worth more than the US dollar. It's so horrible!
Wait, hang on.
I was trying to do the Mario theme song, and I did Under the Sea from The Little Mermaid.
Let's mask my shame by highlighting someone else's.
Really? Why are thousands of people from your country hopping the border to come into the US?
Italy? Are you okay, sir?
They're breaking in through the American pipeline. It's crazy over here.
Kind reminder, the X chromosome contains 1,098 genes. The Y chromosome has only 78 genes. The X chromosome is over 5 times larger than the Y. It's science. Female are superior. By far. Hence hundreds of years of chauvinism to try to suppress her. Good night. Okay, being the very thing that people say is bad about misogyny aside, there's no way females could be superior. Based on one simple aspect alone, ladies. And that's the fact that onions have more DNA than humans.
Bow before the infinite layers.
Wait, what? Some lady burned her degree on TikTok after being frustrated by unemployment, and in turn, the university revoked her degree. And this is why you don't share everything on the internet. If I could just go back in time and cut off my younger self's hand so they couldn't use the internet, it'll be fine, they'd grow back.
Oh, hey, lucky it's only a first degree burn.
Tish. Unfortunately, the mental scarring will last a lifetime.
Those that deny their history are doomed to repeat it.
True, like when the first 5 casinos went bankrupt and you opened the 6th.
No, that's different because it's me.
Looking?
You couldn't afford me. You wear discount clothes. Nothing on sale is worth buying.
Like your OnlyFans?
Ooh, you must have set her 3 years of study on fire because that's a first degree burn.
From July 27th, 2022. Why did no one come to Stephen Hawking's time traveler party? Well, looking back at this, well, fair play to the time travelers then. We get it now, guys. Honestly, I've seen so many memes about this and like clearly fake edits of the list itself that I'm not even sure if it's true anymore.
was he actually on the list, or was he just like a part of a list of people who were known to him? Why did I just watch people cut soap for 45 minutes?
I don't know, man. Why did you film a dead body for 5 minutes?
Oh, right. You're saying...
Yeah, you should probably...
I'm aroused by soap.
No.
Hooking up with artists is hot, because they'll be like, I thought of you when I wrote this song.
Like, what are tech guys gonna do? Name a Git branch after you? The frick?
No, she's right. Only artists know how to truly woo a lady. The rest of them do pathetic things like pay for dinner. Ugh. Props to the effort here, but it's not going to help your artist brother get a date.
If your man can be lured away by some food, you didn't marry a man, you married a raccoon.
Yes, precious when you smile.
I've always been too lazy to wake up and get his lunch ready, but the day he told me a colleague brought 2 spoons so he'll eat with her was the day I set my alarm for 4:50 a.m.
So you're saying you rise before dawn to cook for an able-bodied adult so that he doesn't beg coworkers for food and frick somebody for day-old rice and chicken?
Where's this like assumption that this man is begging for food? Like, maybe he just prefers to buy the food there rather than make it at home.
Look, even I find it hard to believe at times, but there are some people out there who have an income that they can afford just buying food on the daily.
Hey, Yasmin, why your profile picture look like your mom?
Because I look like my mom. Why does your profile picture look like your dad?
Hey, yo, chill. Come on.
Whoa, wait. Get it? Because you have no profile picture.
Do millennials even eat food? Contradictory studies claim they're shopping for fewer groceries, but also dining out less.
The author of this article would look at a burning building and say,
well, why don't they just not have the fire there in the first place?
This is such a weird way of phrasing millennials go hungry because of financial crisis we caused.
Why then do they not eat cake?
Got your hands on the Galaxy Sate? Show us the first photo you took.
It was a duck pic.
Samsung.
Samsung, no. Oh, no. You monsters. On the internet. Edward's like notoriety. It's tarnished.
No matter what you do to this building, everyone knows it used to be a Pizza Hut. This is what the trans community fails to understand.
In that case, it helps justify why we can say that Marjorie Taylor Greene is a Neanderthal, because, evolutionarily, she used to be that. Also, let's just emphasize the used to be.
Oh, so it's not anymore. So you agree to that? It's not anymore.
Young Americans dating in the 1950s. Young Americans dating in the 2020s. Is it a wonder that America is doomed? I swear, they've been saying this for almost a century at this point.
When's the doom coming exactly at this point? I'm sick of this doom edging. Stop with the edging.
Wait, I don't get it. Both couples are black and white.
If your parent approved of your marriage, but your grandparents and uncles didn't, would you still get married?
Yeah, I might as well ask the postman too if I'm taking everyone's opinion.
Well, as we all know, every opinion is valid. Just check the internet. It's evidential proof that everyone deserves their opinion to be heard, no matter how uneducated they are about it.
A woman never dresses to impress men. She dresses up to irritate other women.
Or, hear me out, to impress herself, to get approval from her friends and the people she actually cares about. Some of those people could be a man, sure, but it's not all men. Sorry, I'm rambling. Point is, many women wear makeup because they like how they look in the mirror, not because they like how men look at them. But as this person says, to impress men, you don't have to wear anything. That's literally it. It's anything. Don't wear that. India has officially launched a mission to study black holes. It will fail. Hey buddy, it's ISRO, not your daddy's condom. A parrot that was trained by drug dealers to alert them of police presence is refusing to speak after being detained.
Well, yeah. He's a parrot, not a rat. Hey, you liberal flippers! Guess who wasn't on the list? That's right, it's the man who could grab me by the...
Readers out of context. Donald Trump is on the list. Some guy in my lecture just offered me his jacket because I was shivering. I would have taken the jacket if he was cute. Hey, that's okay. Maybe the cute ones would have offered it if they thought you were also cute.
Unfollowing immediately after this post.
This isn't an airport. You don't need to announce your departures.
But I want to be important.
If she can't cook and you cheat with a chick that can, it ain't cheating, it's survival.
Okay, ladies, if he's broke and you cheat with a rich dude, it ain't cheating, it's survival.
Logic like that is why you can't trust women, guys.
What would you ban?
Sugary drinks.
Food deserts, neighborhoods with no parks.
Ban bodegas without... Notably, nobody said crime.
Okay, this is when you apply a bit of gentle parenting skills. Crimes are already banned, Ben. That's why they're crimes.
My boyfriend got me a hematite ring that breaks when it's absorbed too much negative energy from my life. It only took a month and I need a new one.
Wow, I need to start selling poor quality products and marketing them like this. Guy in the gym presses me for wearing painted paints. This thumbnail does not do it justice, but essentially, this woman is naked. Maybe a G-string, but they're painted on their clothes. And this logic, to use a space where you will sweat, which even if we stupidly enabled this clear attention seeker, is going to risk staining all the equipment. Anyway,
Read it out of context, I thought people might want to know.
the man in the video was protecting the overall gym etiquette, according to which you should wear clothes suitable for exercise. Wearing unsuitable clothes or none at all is considered to be disrespectful towards the other. It is also a hygiene risk to others.
But you have to let me do this.
Why?
Because I'm blonde and hot.
These are 4 separate movies. Dwayne in the outdoors. Dwayne in the outdoors. Dwayne in the outdoors. Dwayne in the outdoors. And he gets paid a ton to play the same role of a confused meatball in all of them. Now, in his defense, we all keep buying the tickets to see him in the movie. Though actually at this point, I feel like it's more just because he's in every movie. Like I'm going to see the movie, he just happens to be in it too. Trump says he's going to make Washington, D.C. a crime-free zone. Oh boy, I can't wait to go there and commit crime for free. Trump can't even keep his Mar-a-Lago bathroom a crime-free zone. Oh, you're right. I guess D.C. won't turn into Gotham. A kiss between 2 women, photographed in the 1910s. Historians would record them as being very good friends. So it seems the sickness started from long ago. The guy in your profile picture spent 700 episodes running after a man. Also to add to that, there was a tig-bitty shy girl completely all over him, and he did not care or have any interest until they had to put in some random movie after everything just to justify it happening so they could make Boruto. Friends, I have discovered my new patron saint. I see that you have made 3 spelling mistakes. The last words of Marquis de Favre after reading his death sentence before being hanged, 1790. Lamau, America is so cooked. Mother flippers are pizza-scaling presidents now. Look, with a name like Johnny MAGA, I'm not surprised.
Trump is carrying around 8 pizzas like it's nothing. Biden would faceplant with more than 2.
Damn, bro, you're impressed by 8 pizzas? That's at most 2 kilos? And he's using his entire body to hold that up. What is your rep max at the gym, man? I thought conservatives were meant to be the roided up ones. How is this weight impressive? Ooh, we're not done with the pizza controversy.
Oh, I bet those pizzas have extra toppings too, adding an extra 50 grams. Ooh, it's so tough.
Our glorious leader can lift not 1, not 2, but 8 pizza boxes. Truly, God shines his glory upon him. Is this bait, or is this really the state of women in the West? I'm so tired of this women in the West thing. $20 says his face is also quick to comment, not all men.
So I slept with my boyfriend's best friend because I saw him texting with someone called Jane. Turned out he was chatting with his replica about what to buy me for my birthday, and I misunderstood what I saw. Now he won't even look at me, and I just found out that I'm pregnant with his kid.
Of course this is real. Obviously this woman wants this sort of private information shared on her social media to her friends and family as a serious thing that happened. Buddy, this is like mistaking a cooking book for a love letter and ending up baking your relationship instead of a cake.
Man, this cake store is useless. None of these tins fit a human.
My boyfriend turned down 5 fully paid scholarships just to stay here with me. I really love this man so much.
Hey, your boyfriend dumb as hell. You're with your girlfriend and you see these 8 alpha males. What the frick can you do? I want to know what's going in the mind of the guy in the back there.
By standing away from the camera, I don't look like a pretentious... No, I'm just cool. I'm smoking cannabis because I have a slight drug addiction. But shh, I'm just gonna look mysterious as I do this.
What would I do? I just shout, "Is it in yet?" and watch them all ejaculate through the power of classical conditioning.
Please deactivate your Instagram if you have 0 posts and no highlights.
We are content consumers, not creators. What's next? Throw away our TVs because we are not appearing on any show?
You cannot have faith in God and still take this vaccine. If you take the vaccine, that means
You do not have faith in the Most High, simple.
Well, that's a bit of a pickle you're in.
Why?
Well, I hope those aren't prescription glasses.
That's different. God was testing me.
Looks like you're failing to trust him then.
No!
So this here is the Twitter equivalent of being a Japanese soldier hiding out in the jungle, not knowing the war ended years ago.
Yeah, take that, Fauci. You're going down. Next, we'll help get Coney 2012 viral, too.
In the 1940s, a burger was 15 cents. It's also when Biden was born. It only got worse from there. Hi, actual professor here. This means precisely that a burger was more expensive then than now. See, the first McDonald's opened in 1940. 15 cents in 1940 would be $3.29 in 2024. So according to McDonald's website, the average price across all US locations for a burger is $1.37, which would be 0.06 cents in 1940. So by this meme's logic, Biden reduced the price of food by 82.4%. Let's go, Brandon. And because I know you kids are gonna need the sources, here's the proof. Look at those maths. I know they're hard to read, but they're numbers. Trust yourself, you can do it. Wow, it's Mike Tyson in front of the Sphinx. I'd pay money to hear that man pronounce Sphinx. It's something you have to actually just imagine. Just take a moment and just think about him doing that. I mean, look, this man's far more successful than I'll ever be, okay? I deserve to at least have this little fun joke about him. I've heard good things about this game. I hope my phone can handle it. Wow, you go, buddy. How much is the storage space of this game? Let me just double check this. Marvel Spider-Man 2 requires at least 98 gigabytes. Great, you are about 0.01% through. You can at least enjoy the opening title. Hey, I'm sorry to tell you, man, but that's a video? Yes, that is why they are called video games. You know what? They are right. They are technically right. Not every game has to be interactable for it to be a game. Just take your feelings, for example. The Bible is ardently and unequivocally pro-life. God killed everyone on Earth so a guy could start a zoo boat. Son, most of our religion is just ignoring a bunch of bad things that happened, okay? This isn't new for us. Has any other woman noticed that men are no longer persuasive? Like once they ask you out on a date and you say no, it's over. Well, if I want to play games, I have a PlayStation. And feelings. You can play with them too. It's so much fun. Try it. Tell someone you love them and then tell them it was a lie. Ha ha ha. So much fun. Don't invite me on vacation if you stay in hotels like this. Honestly, for me, it's not even the decor or aesthetic. It's the fact that I know those beds are going to be stone slabs. Honestly, these spaces could stay amazing if they just kept it up with quality. I guarantee most of the reason people think these sort of hotel spaces are tacky and old is just because they don't take care of the place after 30 years. Hey, if you want to go on holiday and this is what you can afford, then 100% go for it and live your best life. Don't let Twitter make you think you need to stay in a bougie 5-star hotel to make the best memories. Is there an air fryer that can handle a family of 8? Take it easy, Jeffrey Dahmer. All I have ever wanted from a yogurt is to know who the cows are. We got Myrtle, Letty, Root, Irma, Fanny, Julia, Veronica, Padma. Oh, and this is something posted on the internet, so someone's got to get angry about it somehow.
Notice how they named all the cows traditionally girl names? There is a deep connection between misogyny and consuming animals.
Of course there is. Just like me pooping at home is saving the environment because I'm not driving a car to go to work to poop there. But a less important point, I feel like yogurt from a bull wouldn't taste quite right. I don't sleep with vaccinated women. Yay, vaccines work, y'all! Oh, and look, he's trying to grow a chin. It's cute. Maybe if you tilt your head down a bit more, it'll look even longer. What is the biggest lesson that employment has taught you? Efficient workers got punished with more work. If men didn't exist, who would protect you? Protect us from who? From whoever gave you that haircut. Sorry, I don't like seeing horse when I'm trying to watch a football game. Okay, then tell your mom to go in the other room then? My children will get privacy from me when they can pay their own bills and feed themselves. Until then, you do what I say. Ain't stuff negotiable. We're not friends. I haven't spoken to my mother in 10 years. Welcome to your future. A friendly reminder that when you used to rent videos from us, we didn't care who you shared it with, as long as you returned it on time. You had the chance to buy Netflix and passed on it. I'm an intern. I barely have permission to have a lunch break. I didn't pass on anything.
Girl, leave him. Look at him, just sitting on his phone listening to music while you're sitting there wanting to order food. I've analyzed the situation for 5 seconds and I know exactly what's going on here and why he's a toxic monster. Banish him, woman. Banish him to the far lands. Exile him from society.
Hi, that's my girlfriend. I just preached my first sermon. She recorded it and wanted me to watch what she recorded. Thanks.
Well, still, you never know.
Fun fact, margarine is one molecule away from being plastic. People who eat margarine need their hard drive checking. Fun fact, water is one molecule away from being hydrogen peroxide. But you don't see people not drinking water because of that. It's so strange because if anything, that would make you more fascinated by the science of everything. Instead, it makes people justify being just paranoid about everything. Like, come on, this isn't the Stone Age. You don't need to live off your survival instincts anymore.
He's a hero.
Gray sweatpants are for dudes with ducks, not dudes with peepees.
But if I say leggings are for bitches with ass, not bitches with long backs, I'm the bad guy. Don't worry, folks. You're both the bad guy. If you can choose your gender, then you can also choose. Finish the sentence for us, folks. To identify as a university when you're just a bigot?
Block him. Someone block him!
They think your haircuts are un-American.
Well, it was very observant of them because we aren't American, actually.
It's simple. Male and female. Not both. Not a third option. Any questions?
Laughs an electrician. I can show you the socket. So many different connections.
Can you imagine today's youth storming the beaches of Normandy?
I can't imagine today's boomers doing it.
All y'all do is buy commemorative Trump teddy bears and post how to open PDF as a Facebook status. Ever hear of the Vietnam War?
Ooh, no. Who won? Go on, Michelle. Tell us, who won that one? This link vehemently stands with women having the right to choose.
Water is wet and abortion kills a human being.
Thomas, not even your first talking point is correct. Water is not wet. What water touches is wet. I'm confident I have a lot more experience in making things wet than you do.
At this point, I'm confident that whoever works in this sort of department of any sort of business, it needs to be a legitimate career. Like I was the Twitter handler for Lake Superior from this date to this date. Because, oof, you're setting out some bangers.
My best moment of 2023 was making Andrew Castle look foolish. I even made it onto Novara's show. Presenter.
But this woman wasn't born with breasts.
Kate.
Yes, but no women are born with breasts. They're born as babies.
Absolute gold.
Has someone explained to Kate that women are born with mammary glands, and for all intents and purposes, those are breasts?
Men aren't lizards, Clayton. Yeah, I was a bit curious about all this myself.
Back in uni, a girl mocked my presentation one time, so I searched for her group and asked the topic they were presenting on. I spent 4 days researching on it and asked her so many questions like it was common knowledge that she cried, "Stay blessed, precious one."
Elon Musk is giving $100 million to anyone who can find a way to pull carbon dioxide directly from the atmosphere or oceans and sequester it durably and sustainably. Personally, I think $100 million is a bargain.
This is a tree. This is what trees do.
Quick, I need to buy a tree. I need to show it to Elon Musk.
There has been a freedom mandate in this country since 1776.
George Washington mandated the smallpox vaccine. Didn't you learn anything in GED class?
Large fries, 20-piece chicken McNugget share box, and a nice pair of buns. All that food, and you decide to eat your task.
I just made some synonym rolls. Ooh.
I genuinely cannot criticize this because the fact they have achieved icing is far more of a successful cook than I could ever hope to be. Thankfully, we got someone else to criticize them for me.
Synonym rolls. Just like Grandma used to make.
I like this because it's not making fun of the food's terrible aesthetics, because it's, let's be honest, it's gonna taste great. The worse it looks, the more you can believe it's gonna be like, passion. Today I learned in 2002, a researcher found that the average 8-year-old British child could identify 80% of Pokemon, but only 50% of common wildlife species.
What is happening to our youth?
Well, common wildlife species don't normally yell their names at you. Can we just take a moment to conceptualize the terrifying reality that would be? Imagine wandering through the bushland of Australia, a humid, tropical environment, and you hear a subtle buzzing noise off in the distance coming closer. Only, it's not just a buzzing. It's something else. Some other phrase accompanying it.
What the hell's making those noises?
God.
What is it?
Jesus Christ. Run! Get away! Run! It's the Aha Wasp! Get out of here!
Yes, that's right. The Ahaha wasp. The Ahaha wasp is named purely because when some scientist and entomologist discovered a new genus, Arnold Menck explained aha, to which his colleague doubtfully replied ha. Humans! It's our own fault we have these names. Could you imagine being a genuine beast, though, that humans come across, and they decide to name you Sarcastic Fringehead? That's it. That's your destiny now. You cannot do anything more than say Sarcastic Fringehead. That truly is humans' terrifying powers in the Pokemon universe. Like, what they say is done. It is law. There's a reason Arceus hasn't smited the entire human race, because it can't. All it can do is make a pixelated elephant noise.
That's a funny meme. Hey, I'm John EmKay. The new clothes and hoodies. They've got shirts and hoodies at the merch store. Because the designs are great, it's 100% cotton and terry cloth lining. That's pretty cool. And if you use the code SNACK at the checkout, you get free shipping. Buy them now!
Jeff Bezos pledges to donate a majority of his $124 billion fortune to fight climate change and unify humanity.
Yay!
Someone got visited by 3 ghosts last night.
I will do whatever it takes to unify humanity. Except the ones that work for me, of course. What am I gonna do, give them a pay raise? Oh, don't be silly! This man in the gym just proposed, and she said no! Well, that didn't...
Work out.
The adult versions of the ice cream truck, Amazon Prime, FedEx, your mom's secret boyfriend, and the other one.
Not that last one. That mother flipper dropping off some bills.
Tokyo restaurant only employs waiters with dementia, making orders unpredictable. For those with severe allergies, it's a little game of Russian roulette. There's one of these in America. We call it Congress.
Vin Diesel spotted shirtless on a yacht in Italy.
Ugh, look at him, having an aged human body like he's over the age of 20 or something. What a loser! It's official. This person is a failure because their body isn't something I'm attracted to. And you are yachtless in a shirt. Don't act like he's the loser. No, please, my confidence, it's low as it is.
Raise the voting age to 21. Generation Z is not mature enough at age 18. I'm a mom, so I know about this, and this is not at all an ironic reflection on my inability to mature my own children.
This just in. Republicans think a 10-year-old girl is old enough to be a mother, but don't think 18-year-olds are old enough to vote. We'll have more on this story every time they tweet.
Someone's mom is totally using you as a bad example for her kids. My own mom uses me as a bad example for others' kids. Your mom's trying a reverse tactic of raising children. By purposely raising you as terrible as possible, there's just low expectations of whatever you achieve, so she's always going to be happy about you no matter what. It's not child abuse, it's just playing, it's just, I don't know. I'm sorry to fail in that justification. Let's move on. I took these with my iPhone X. Camera quality so surreal, it's like Leonardo DiCaprio painted them. Not to be confused with award-winning actor Leonardo da Vinci. This is exactly why I have no fear about AI art taking over art in general and just ruining it as an industry, because people were arguing the same when phones began to have nice quality cameras. Like, no, end of the day, people are still going to want that skill and technique that is the big bulky cameras we have today. I mean, sure, AI is going to improve, but by the time it has improved to a decent quality, you would have had plenty of time to learn how to utilize it anyway. It's like computers and technology in the workplace. Any 40 or 50-year-old still coming to their 20-year-old employees and being like, how do I send an email? Sir, madam, it's been like 40 years since computers came into the workplace. You've had plenty of time to learn. If you can't afford flying first class with a girl, then don't go on holiday with her. Oh, okay, like you want to give your woman the best. You want to make sure she's getting the best she deserves, right? No, flying economy with your girl is gay. We both know once she passes next to the first class aisle, she's going to be eyeballing any male she finds there, wishing she was with him. Get back to work. Hey, Instagram model I hired, can you just I'm just gonna take a photo of us taking out glasses. Can you just show a bit of boob? Thank you. Whoa, wait, so you're saying you gotta pay way more money than I do to keep a woman interested in than you. I mean, if anything, Dr. Hattie here has just exposed to all of us his lack of self-respect. Let's translate that middle paragraph. I have such zero self-respect, I will tolerate blatant narcissism than to ever be alone.
Yeah, you're not doing this to me.
X, Twitter shortcut, just rename it to Twitter, and boop,
Oh, look at that.
I can't imagine being this attached to an internet app. You're the one paying for it.
You can't prove that.
I kinda can.
Tell me something I don't know.
In relation to what? It's just this photo of you sitting on a couch, pretending not to notice you're being photographed. Don't worry, Duacar's here to help you. You need to buy a 3-pin plug. Ah, it's fine. So what if the cable looks like it's peeling itself away like some sort of dying root? It's okay, it's fine. How do you tell the difference between a chemist and a plumber? Ask them to pronounce unionized.
Hint. A chemist would say unionized. Do you get it? This is the part where you laugh now. You gotta make laughs for me. Laugh.
Holy frick, that's clever. It took me 5 minutes to get this.
Extremely clever.
This joke annoys me because there's no way to tell it verbally.
Hey, this is just a joke. There's no clever comeback here. Why is this in the subreddit?
Shut your farm, it's coming.
Most chemists would say unionized because there's no such word as unionized outside of this joke. The term is non-ionized, silly people.
Meanwhile, actual chemists still say unionized because they're chemists, not English teachers. I graduated from college 8 years ago today. I was 28. I refused to go into debt for college, so I joined the military. I kept my grades up, and they took care of me. Hashtag cancel student debt is a slap in the face to many like me. Oh, Kristen, you think that was like a great gift to do what you had to do to survive? Imagine thinking,
I had to enter into a situation where I potentially would have died or maybe would have had to kill others so that I wouldn't go into crippling debt just for an education.
Is a good argument to maintain that system. During my interview today, I poured some water into a cup and it overflowed a little bit. Nervous? Asked the interviewer. I simply replied, no, I just always give 110%. He was so impressed, he asked to shake my hand. Big mistake. I crushed his wrist.
Student loan forgiveness undermines one of our military's greatest recruitment tools at a time of dangerously low enlistments.
Hey, I appreciate your naked honesty about the predatory recruiting tactics the military uses and how they are undermined by investment in our people. Seriously, do these people, know what they're saying when they say these things? Men, which life would you prefer? A or B? Well, obviously A, so I can multiply B by 8. Checkmate. Mate, to be fair, all those people in A are only there because he paid them to be there. And if it's costing you just to get them to take a photo with you with their legs doing the stupid butt thing, I guarantee you're not going to get any chance to do B. Higher up at Microsoft throws shade at Velveeta. Gets ratioed. American Cheese, Cheese Whiz, and Velveeta's Eat Liquid Gold are the worst cheese products. Hey, not cool, Chris. We didn't say anything when Vista came out. Vista was the Velveeta of Windows releases? Okay, it's not that bad. Sorry, can't hear you. The Zune is too loud. No English word has double except good. Prove me wrong. Book. Try reading one. Here you go. I found this one in a nook. Hello, my name is Catherine. I'd like to adopt a purebred cat from your shelter, preferably British Shorthair. I don't like mixed breeds for aesthetic reasons. Do you have one? Yes, we have one British Shorthair, but he wants to live with only British people. He doesn't like mixed breeds for aesthetic reasons.
What?
Provide us with your ancestry documents to proceed with the adoption. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Robert De Niro offer $100,000 to anyone who can prove vaccines are safe. You know, it's actually not that much money when you split it between 7 billion people who don't have polio. Oh boy, I can't wait to spend my 0.001 of a cent. All animals want to live.
Here.
Where do you draw...
Here.
Where do you...
Here.
Where do you
Here.
draw the line?
I draw it here.
Yeah, come on, guys. Where do you draw the line? Okay, too many people are saying they would eat horse. Well, there are kids out there who do enjoy eating glue, so... You're such a loser. If there was a contest for losers, you would be second. Why I'm not first? Because you a loser! I need your help, guys. I tried to make a wig, but the glue seeped through the hair cap. Now the wig is stuck to my head. Please help. What should I do? Oh no, it's like you shaved shaved your entire top of your head, but also beforehand tattooed your entire head black? Hey, you're allowed to express yourself creatively however you want to. It's your body, your choice. Finish the wig because that's your hair now.
Your girl shaves her face regularly?
Well, I would have thought you'd be more familiar with your mom's hygiene routines, seeing how long you've been living with her now.
Campbell's, your new commercial with the two dads makes me sick.
Customer service here. Hi, Kim. If you're feeling sick, we suggest enjoying a delicious can of Campbell's chicken noodle soup. Make sure to enjoy it hot so it can help warm up your cold, dead heart. Knowing that someone went out of their way to make a fake customer service page just to troll these kind of people is a beautiful blessing and an example as to why there are good people in this world. I am a computer engineer and I affirm that the earth is flat. I am a geologist and I say that computers work because there are very small people inside doing all the work.
Day 6.
What?
I'm sorry. I thought this was a vending machine. I was looking for a snack. And look, I found one.
Card declined.
What you mean?
Do you like fan fiction? I'm pretty against it. I think it's an insult to the author. Like, hey, so I took what you wrote and, well, I made it all about me and what I want. It's not how stories get told. I won the Hugo Award for a piece of Sherlock Holmes / H.P. Lovecraft fanfiction, so I'm in favor.
Craig, that is how the Bible got told.
Dear atheists, how is it that cavemen survived the asteroid, but the dinosaurs didn't?
It's a thing most of you are scared of.
Social distancing.
They stayed 65 million years apart.
Hey, I remember reading this little true unpopular opinion on the subreddit.
Sleeping with strangers is one of the sleaziest, grossest things anyone can do.
From what I remember reading, they would just, someone who's clearly in the closet about being asexual, like, yeah, it's cool if it's not for you, but, don't judge and shame other people for just having that part of their lifestyle. Like, their opinion was basically, I think if you drink alcohol, you're an alcoholic. You have all the problems. You're a bad person.
Whoa. Smex with someone I barely know. Hell, I've slept with someone I don't even like. Hey, now, tickling your own pickle doesn't count.
Believing in the Bible makes you a Christian, but reading and understanding the Bible from first to the last page makes you an atheist.
Strongly disagree.
Hey, Sophia, something from your own Bible here. I do not permit a woman to teach or to have authority over a man. She must be silent. 1 Timothy 2:12. Please be silent, Sophia.
r/confessions.
My mom hooks up with my friends.
Aww.
Hey, man, I'm sorry to hear. If you need a friend to talk to, I got you. Was bored and engaged spammer.
Anna, what have you been up to lately?
I'm Kelly. I changed my number. How are you? Kelly, I killed my abusive husband and now I'm on the run. Thank you for helping me with the details on how to dispose of the body. Please delete my number and don't try to contact me again. I will find you in a few months and split the insurance money. Anna.
There's no reason for anyone over the age of 21 to be having a conversation with anyone under the age of 18. I feel like there was some context behind this belief, but it's lost to me, so I'm going to enjoy the rest of this.
For the last time, son, I won't talk to you.
I'm sorry, students, but this is the last time I'm gonna see this.
Stop trying to talk to me.
I'm afraid I can't hire you. I cannot speak to you.
I would tell that kid to get off my lawn, but society isn't ready yet.
My newborn baby just said its first word, but I'm not trying to hear that.
Hello? 911? Help, my parents are in a burning building!
I don't know, kid. You sound just a little young and, I don't know, I'm not really feeling too comfortable with this.
Hello?
Why do men stay in the car for minutes after arriving home? To prepare for this dress. It really hurts me that I relate to this when I used to always have to drive to and from work.
Now see, but the problem with me is that I didn't have a girlfriend at the time. I just stressed myself out at my own home as a single person.
What would you do if someone left you $8.7 million? Pay off my student loans and use the remaining $10 to go to the movies.
Luke Evan is gay? But he played straight man in many movies.
Yeah, and Sir Ian McKellen plays a guy who can move metal with his mind. Doesn't mean he secretly has superpowers.
He doesn't?
What is the best loophole that you've ever found. My brother once yelled,
Last one to jump in the pool is gay!
and then jumped into the pool. However, I figured out that if I did not jump in, then technically he would be the last one in the pool, and he is still gay to this day. The system wasn't designed for neurons this dense.
I'm Donald Trump Jr. They violated my father's due process rights, tainted the grand jury, and then lied through their teeth about it.
Shut up and go mow your mom.
Oh, that's a pretty dark one, I gotta say.
Some guy in my lecture just offered me his jacket because I was shivering. I would have taken the jacket if he was cute.
Well, hey, maybe the cute ones would have offered if they thought you were also cute.
Uh-oh, the toxic person has just got a taste of their own medicine. Let's see how this plays out. And yep, there it is. They've labeled themselves the victim here.
Taylor, 23, plus size 5'11". If you white, it's an automatic no. If you Hispanic, it's an maybe.
It's Anna maybe?
If you black, it's an automatic yes.
Honestly, this is just disgusting. Another example of white privilege. I took my 11-year-old daughter to get a drink at Starbucks. We watched an incredibly handsome construction worker walk across the parking lot and into the store. Do you know what that little girl said to me?
I don't know what he fixes, but mine is broken.
It's funny and cute and endearing because this man clearly would want any woman's attraction for him, especially a young underage girl. Yeah, that's cute and funny. What if it was your 11-year-old son who said that about a young woman who walked into the store? I thought we were teaching boys not to objectify girls, or does that only apply to boys?
No, you don't understand, silly. Men aren't capable of psychologically feeling embarrassed or self-conscious. We all know that.
If dinosaurs actually existed, wouldn't their bones be everywhere?
I'll tell you one thing. Dinosaurs are certainly more real than her brows and lashes. Bacteria is a living thing, and a virus isn't. You cannot catch a virus. The only way to catch one is if it's injected into your body. Spoiler alert. Your teacher always handed your tests back to you face down, huh? It's amazing that despite the world we live in, with such advancements in knowledge and understanding, we still have these sort of takes.
That's because phycologist is not a real word.
As a phycologist, a botanist who studies algae, I can confirm I'm not real.
Punishing women with the death penalty would cut abortions, Idaho Lieutenant Governor candidate says.
Of course. So abortion is murder, but killing women who get abortions is not.
They took this away from us and gave us dating apps instead. I will bring back galas.
I'm a lawyer. These still exist, you're just not invited to them, like how you wouldn't have been invited back then. How do atheists decide between good choices and bad choices? If you need the threat of eternal punishment to be a good person, you are not a good person.
Ugh, gay men make me puke.
Well, don't deep throat so far then. Oh god, that's such a good one.
Anyone eaten camel before?
Only the toe.
Why are men only nice to you for 3 weeks, lol?
Because that's the end of the free trial. Also, when it's becoming too obvious, you're just here for the free food and the warmth during the winter.
Men on Twitter, I'll tell you a little secret. Women don't care about your six-packs or biceps. The most attractive quality of a man is genuine efforts and loyalty.
Indeed true. But we are not making six-packs and biceps for women, we are doing it for us. Also, abs and biceps, they require genuine effort to achieve. So I don't know, what do you mean? Okay, it's not attractive, but also it is an attractive quality? Come on. If you want information, feign ignorance. Book of Rat.
What?
Appear dumb and people tend to share more info with you. Let their guard down. It's very useful. Give it a try. What? What's so... My god. No!
I just did!
No! If you play video games more than 2 to 3 hours a week, you're wasting your life. Oh yeah, it helps you relax? Congratulations, you're on the same spiritual level as a functional alcoholic. You've been on Twitter since October 2020 and have 20,700 tweets, which means you're averaging 40 tweets per day. I'll be honest, I think there is a bit of truth to what he's saying here though. Like really reflect on your gaming habits, your me time when you game. Like, are you actually enjoying yourself or are you just stressed out trying to achieve something in the video game, like all the competitive games you play? Are you actually having fun or are you in a bit of a sunk cost fallacy environment because you've put so much time into like leveling up your character, etc., that you kind of feel like you're gonna fall behind if you don't keep playing every every day. I'm not saying video games are bad, I'm just saying some of us need to reflect on whether or not we're having a fun time and relaxing versus I have to rank up to the top by the end of the week, otherwise I'm gonna fall behind when the latest pack comes out. Me. The B in LGBT means there are only 2 genders. The LGBT community. Okay, let's play that logic. Bilingual means there are only 2 languages.
Oh, hey, look at that. It's your own logic. How does it feel? It's a bit weird, huh? Yeah, when you realize you actually have a stupid take.
What if, and hear me out, nobody invades anybody for 2 years, and we take all the world's military and science budgets and put them into bringing back the dinosaurs? Yeah? Yeah, okay.
Then we use them for war.
No, wait.
Want to know who wouldn't have these problems with Thanos?
Let them defeat Rotten Tomatoes first. I want someone to commission an artwork for me. The Justice League just dead or dying in a field of some farmer's patch.
Oh, Batman! Are these tomatoes made of kryptonite or something?
No, they're just regular tomatoes.
Your opinions are biased by personal beliefs.
That's literally the definition of an opinion.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now observing the moment someone is able to say something that has no meaning or meat and substance, yet because they say it so confidently, we take it as, ooh, that's a valid point.
Any other incredible examples of insight?
Your brain merely came up with that idea.
Wow. You should start a podcast.
Titanic replica will set sail in 2022 following the same route as original.
Hey, good thing we melted all our icebergs. Stave off any rich pompous person to try and make money creating some ridiculous love story over a genuine tragedy and loss of hundreds of lives.
This is Jessica's father. You took my daughter's virginity.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
That's right. Wait, hang on.
Listen, Dad, bro, I get you care about your daughter's safety.
What? No, I don't care about that. I'm just predicting my desirability as a masculine man based on her perception of me. So when she's interested in another man, I feel insecure.
Why can't trees give off something youthful, like whiffy? Okay, so just frick oxygen, right? Hi. That stuff causes fires, okay? And that makes it bad.
So my girl almost died 3 times in my apocalypse dream because she don't listen. Now I'm irritated.
Ooh, the male version of you cheated in my dream.
And suddenly, in that single moment, it was as if all men around the world collectively understood their girlfriend's hypotheticals.
Shall we thoughts? We're more afraid of losing our jobs than we are of dying.
Well, that's because dying is the end of my problems. Losing my job is the start of so many more.
How fun. Yay. I'm so happy to be in the world where that's pretty much a relatable meme.
Not a single child died of an mRNA vaccine in the US. Not one, but 2,000 kids died of COVID.
Wow, that's so profound.
I did CPR on a 15-year-old a-hole. He died.
Next time, try breathing into the other end.
What? His mouth? Ew, that's so intimate. That's like the closest hole to his brain. I'm not that's his entire being right up there. But down there, though, it's just a waste chute. It means nothing. Are people seriously making out when they're trying to save people's lives? You're taking advantage of that person right there. That's wrong. I can play chess in my mind for up to move 21 without losing the position.
Wow, Andrew, that's really good. You've got a very creative brain, don't you? You're really good at remembering things. Can you remember all the crimes you did? Oh, you can't? Oh, you can't, can you, when there's a judge right in front of you? No, your brain suddenly stops working.
Hey, Tater Tot, that's really great. I can go outdoors. Can you? I mean, he technically can now, but at the time he couldn't, okay? Shush.
My man is gonna mess you up.
Nothing says love like objectifying your man. Use him as a tool to enforce your authority.
Well, just because he beats you doesn't mean he knows how to fight. Oh.
It's true. Rats don't offer that much XP in RPGs.
And I'm not going to dive any further into that analogy, because it's going to get dark really quick. MNUFC. All fans welcome. Of course, holding up this flag because they are commonly shamed and rejected from openly attending such sporting events to show support for us. A brain capable of critical analysis would understand we don't think they're better than everyone else, but that despite the phobia they deal with, they do belong. We officially believe they belong.
But I'm a believer of God. Will you show your appreciation or acknowledgement of fans who do?
Who let a smooth brain on the internet again?
What part of all fans welcome don't you understand? For a lover of God,
you really do like to criticize what he's brought onto this world, don't you? Leaving house, good for depression, bad for anxiety. Staying at house, good for anxiety, bad for depression.
Standing directly in the doorway to achieve peak mental health.
That's it. That's the solution to the depression of working in a workplace. Make everyone's desk have a doorway built in the middle of them.
Personally, bad English is such a turn-off for me.
You don't need to put "for me" after writing "personally."
Excuse me? Please don't publicly blast the reason why I hate looking at myself in the mirror.
Hi, Peter here. A fish's life is just as valuable to them as yours is to you.
Our logic is sound and really talks about morality and respecting all manners of life. Hi, I'm this numbered Greg in the world. How come fish can eat other fish but we can't eat fish? Well, Greg, blocked. The sad reality of our world. Look at them all. Happy. Ugh.
You have 27,000 tweets. You joined here in June 2016, which means you joined here 136 weeks ago. 136 weeks is 952 days.
If you divide these numbers, the result is 28. You tweet 28 times a day, yet you still talk about how everyone is addicted to their phones. Yeah, it's kind of common in some people that the things we're most disgusted by or disapproving of are the things we're insecure about ourselves. That's why I'm personally disgusted by people with big dongs and nice butts. Increasingly untenable for Buckingham Palace not to say what cancer King Charles III has got. Speculation is running riot all over the world. If, as I'm sure he does, Charles wants to help others, far better to be specific about his condition. Hey Pierce, try hacking his phone and you might find out for yourself. Oh, that's right, I forgot all about that drama. Good old Peas on Morgan was an editor for The Mirror back in the 90s and was, oh well, he didn't do it personally, so he had no idea if this was happening. No, he was just, the boss of all the people who were collectively phone hacking to find gossip and stories about Prince Harry. All his subordinates he was in charge of, they all just unanimously decided themselves to take part in the hacking. Update, Io Adibari, the woman Disney is considering to replace Johnny Depp in the next Pirates of the Caribbean movie, identifies as a queer and is an extremist socialist who hates capitalism. Okay, not gonna lie, I groaned at this. And look, this is a good point. I do agree with this though.
Okay, what do you think pirates were? A bunch of straight guys going to sea for months at a time because they loved the free market?
Well, if we're gonna go by that logic, then all crypto bros are actually also queer and extremist socialists who hate capitalism. Looking to freshen up your wardrobe? Look no further. Judge your snazzy self around town with our 100% cotton and oversized fit comfy t-shirts. We've got 2 colors so far, black and beige. Perky nipples not included. But if that don't tickle your fancy, check out our 3 different colored hoodies, each with beautiful vibrant designs on the back of them. So don't you wait. Link in the description, EmKayshop.com. Use the code SNACK and you get some free shipping too, because I love ya. Taylor Swift has ruined the NFL for me, and tonight will be the first Super Bowl that I skip in my life. Cool. I have a 14-year-old daughter watching her first Super Bowl. She's happy to take your place. Robb Elementary has 576 students, and 84% are economically disadvantaged. Now, 19 were murdered, 17 have bullet wounds, and 538 are emotionally scarred for the rest of their lives. The school has 1 counselor. 1. Yet, Uvalde Police is 40% of the town budget. This is a failed system.
I'm a glass of wine. Survey cities around the U.S. I think you'll find the policing costs similar amounts of the budget.
Yeah, really got him there. Wait, what did I say?
That literally only further proves my point.
Ah, damn it.
RFK Jr. and Robert De Niro offer $100,000 to anyone who can prove vaccines are safe. I mean, it's actually not that much money when you split it between 7 billion people who don't have polio. So this was back in 2017. And sadly, I haven't been able to find any evidence of someone actually attempting and getting all this money. No doubt because they finally used Google and realized, oh God, take it away, revoke this, revoke. Those who want power are the ones who least deserve it. That's some great moral standards to live by. Elon Musk is the one saying this.
My brother in Christ, you bought the website!
It is far too late to have that sort of humility. It's like you ordered the new king of Japan in World War II and are like, those things are dangerous.
Oh, really? How insightful. It's not like you had many tests that proved so.
Scared by that new report on climate change? Here's what you can do to help. Eat less meat, about 30%. Swap your car or plane ride for a bus or train.
use a smart thermostat in your home. A reminder that 100 corporations are responsible for 71% of global greenhouse gas emissions, and presenting the crisis as a moral failing on part of individuals without noting this fact is journalistic malpractice.
No, silly boy, Adam. You've got to inspire the public, make them believe that they themselves can make a difference in this world. They just got to do their part. We know so because our sources told us.
And who are your sources?
Butter chicken. No, it's all the coal and gas companies that are responsible for those greenhouse gases.
Friendly reminder that you don't get to celebrate Lunar New Year unless you're literally from a country that does, or if you are invited by someone who is from a country that does.
Yeah, 2019. That makes sense. That's where I feel the pendulum shifted slowly from being so pro-inclusion and diversity that we've kind of shifted into a bit of a segregation, unintentionally.
I want to be more supportive and encouraging of these other cultures in our society, and to do so, we have to ban certain people from enjoying them too.
Hi, friendly reminder that I hereby formally invite everyone to celebrate Lunar New Year.
No, don't do that. Mixing cultures, it's barbaric. I don't see any irony in being a progressive who enforces strict tradition. This was your only architectural achievement before Jan van Riebeeck arrived. Stop kidding yourself.
Oh, Tom, how can you look at this and think that's like a travesty? Us white people could only build square rectangular things. They literally created sphere homes. I mean, my only understanding of building things comes from like Lego and stuff, and it was a lot easier to build brick houses than spherical things. Anyway, oh no, a waterproof, thermally regulated structure that requires only natural occurring resources to build. Yeah, shout out to the various TikToks or Instagrams out there of people who actually live in these communities who share this sort of info. But yeah, it can be blistering hot outside, but inside, these things are incredibly efficient at cooling you down. I may not be fully correct in this, but they literally do not even need air conditioning in the summer. It's just that effective. Look, they're probably all conditioned to the heat and aren't frail white boys like me, but still. Breaking! Idaho House passes bill to give Peter Pata Peter Pootu Poop 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 Pum Pum Pums the death penalty. Yeah, if you don't think they're going to use this to eventually target LGBTQ people, you are freaking stupid. Now, obviously, that is expressing concern because there are so many people out there who think that if you're not straight, you must like children only. Which I don't understand how any man in particular could be so shocked that a woman would also like the look of a woman. For one perfectly understandable reason. Chesticles. Anyway, in typical twisting the words of what someone said to create some sort of agenda online.
Oh, holy Schmidt, is this a confession? It's gotta be. She's relating the assumption that people are also LGBTQ.
Never mind that most cases of this sort of thing are men towards little girls, so they are straight, but
I will ignore that because that doesn't fit what I want.
Is this a confession? No, we just understand the transitive property. Also, you know, everyone else aside from this person clearly actually took history classes. Beta male. So, where do you want to go? Alpha male. You're going to have the best night of your life. I'll see you at 9 p.m. Wear that tight red dress. Oh, so the beta male and alpha male are going on a date together? And the beta is wearing a red dress? Oh, it's cool. It's progressive. I like that. Also, just do both? Where do you want to go?
I want to go to B.
B does seem nice, but I don't feel like it myself. How about A? It has some stuff from B that's just as good. Wow, you've both included my thoughts on this and also taken charge. Yes, it's amazing how you can check in on what your partner wants and needs are while still being an alpha bro at the same time. When creator of Luke Cage replies, obviously, Luke Cage was created in the 1970s, but did y'all peek how the Marvel series depicted him having to fight more black people to save Harlem than white villains?
Black people could never be evil. Everyone knows your skin color defines your personality traits forever. White people genetically are incapable of being good.
Hi, I literally made this. I was trying to keep black people gainfully employed. Just saying. It's such a valid reason, too. This is why deep down I wasn't too upset when 90% of the roles I'd get an audition for were racist white guy. Oh yeah, make the only white guy in your character roster to be the racist one. That's fun. It gives me work. Rhodesia was the last attempt at a rebirth of philosophy. An aristocratic, militaristic, pastoral peoples installed themselves on the local farming population outside the confines of the industrial global New World Order. Intelligent, cruel, astute, born to command, refined, courageous. For context, imagine Jeff Bezos taking his entire Amazon workforce in 1890 to a random area of Africa and saying,
"We own this place now."
Then about 30 years later in 1927, 1923, they decide to legislate it as this is definitely our place now. But then, 1950s happen. Britain is pulling out of all of Africa. Now all the locals want what is actually always meant to have been theirs. So in 1965, they all panic and say, we don't belong to the British anymore. We're an independent nation. We have no reason to be kicked out. No! And so with their intelligence, cruelty, astuteness, both to command, refinedness, and courageousness, they dissipated within 14 years and were taken over by Zimbabwe and Zambia. Which makes sense when one says in response to what is someone refusing to leave the premises after being evicted, I had a cat who lived longer than Bezos' land. The first human received an implant from a Neuralink yesterday and is recovering well. Initial results show promising neuron spike detection. The same people who've spent years losing their minds over the conspiracy theory that the COVID vaccine contains a microchip idolize a guy who is literally implanting people with microchips. Wow, really? I didn't realize there was a Venn diagram overlap of people who love Elon Musk and are anti-vaccine. I thought that wouldn't correlate because he's all about smart technology stuff, and they wouldn't be. I'm sorry, I was trying to be fair in my assessment of them, but to sound like a British person trying to be as vulgar as an Australian, you can't. Hey, Twitter Books here. Tell us the last book that made you cry.
University Physics with Modern Physics, 14th edition by Hugh D. Young and Roger A. Friedman.
Hi, I'm Roger Friedman.
Oh God, he's back!
Yeah,
oh no!
No doubt tears of joy.
Please stop!
I used this book to press my tofu tonight. It brought me joy. Oh, in pressing your tofu, you are applying a normal force, Chapter 4, and increasing the bulk stress on the tofu, Chapter 11. Well played.
Oh God, I've already read the book. I don't need to learn more!
Do you guys find it rude to receive cash as a birthday present?
Rude? I hope people are very, very rude to me.
In the 1950s, one of the journalists criticized Marilyn Monroe, saying that she's only beautiful because of her fancy dresses and clothes. Then she did this photo shoot wearing a potato sack as a response.
I'm sorry, but there's something funny about the top of the sack saying,
USA #1, Idaho!
I mean, in truth, she had a very dark life, and I feel very sorry for her, what she experienced, but still, it's funny, okay?
When conservatives send their people onto the internet, they aren't sending their best. Republican victory in 2024 depends on their being able to do this. Going to people door to door, speaking with the locals of the black community, handing forms to one of their hang on, wait a minute. Let's just say, if you have to use AI to generate photos of the people you want votes from, you aren't doing great. Also, that guy on the right has 3 arms. Wow. Touchdown! Taylor Swift lands in Baltimore ahead of AFC Championship. Jet belches tons of CO2 emissions. Oh my gosh, she did it! She got Fox News to care about carbon emissions! This will forever be used as a reference and proof that the Fox News actually knows the dangers of carbon emissions. Vin Diesel spotted shirtless on a yacht in Italy. Look at him. I've seen this photo before and I still think it's gross because he's got a pudgy belly. I don't have that because I can't afford to eat anything. And you are yachtless in a shirt. Don't act like he's the loser. Oh, frick you, Target. I just want some goddamn shoes. Ew, all these rainbows. In this particular area of the store, what would take 3 seconds of me just walking past, I've now made an entire quarter of my day to deal with. Buddy, I can help you out. You'll help me? I just want some goddamn shoes. Yeah, well, you're looking in the shirt department, you fricking idiot. Right, yep. Mm-hmm. Ever wanted to know what tells if a snake is venomous or harmless? Simply observe the anal plate. If you see a dual row of scales after the anal plate, it is harmless. If it is venomous, you'll see a single row of scales after the anal plate. Bro, if I see a snake, I'm running. I'm not examining its butthole. I'm using AI to fix broken, damaged people. Did it also clearly Photoshop their skin and give them a huge cleavage that isn't their natural body, or also give them a face that isn't actually naturally theirs? No, I fixed her. Wow, turning a woman who would never speak to Ian Miles Chong into also that. World of statistics. Couples in India are likely to spend 1/5 of their total lifetime earnings on their wedding. American spends half of their lifetime earnings on divorce. I'm more perplexed as to why they brought that up. It's like someone's just sharing some interesting information and you just have to try and make it a depressing and more, I guess, mellow tone. We went from wow, interesting to your
This is depressing!
being shoved down our throats. Charlie D'Amelio just unfollowed Little Huddy. It's going down. Hashtag drama alert. You're a grown-ass man, Keemstar. People that walk around with a bottle of water always feel like they've made it in life. This is evidence that even if all you do is drink water and mind your business, people will still talk. Lauren is famous for her own accomplishments. Taylor Swift is famous because she's dating Travis Kelce. Oh, buddy, oh, you think that's why? It's obvious which one is the better role model for young women. Famous because of her boyfriend. Famous because of her patriotism. Wow, this is toxic levels of stupid. Taylor Swift is famous for stadiums with fans. Lauren Boebert is famous for theaters with hand jobs. Lauren, see, no one would think that's a valid criticism of you if you weren't someone who would easily shame anyone who did that very thing. Ask Reddit. Suddenly, all of humanity loses the ability to lie. What happens? We certainly will talk a lot less. I also feel like a lot of us would be strangely more comfortable and confident in public. No fear and anxiety from having to try and deceive or lie to people. Like, everything's out in the open. Like, you know the truth is going to be the truth no matter what. So you're kind of just there, accepting what comes and what may be. For people who are just so openly blunt, it'll just be another Tuesday. I will be discussing the great benefits of Brexit from 8 o'clock this evening on State of the Nation on Good News. Brexit did save us from EU, staggering number of laws Britain has judged since... Wow, that's great, Jacob. What will you talk about from 8:01, though? Yeah, British people in the comments, sound off, please. I'm curious what your experiences and knowledge is about this whole Brexit thing. How has it been for y'all? Has barely much changed? Has it only slightly changed for you? Or is it now a bloody nightmare to deal with? Also, can you hurry up and tell your government to enable dual passports for Australian citizens? I am literally of your kind. Let me go visit you without being a freaking foreigner. By being on the team that won the AFC Championship, Travis Kelce will receive a bonus check of around $70,000. For those wondering why Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce, are things beginning to make sense now? Bro, he can't be this literal. Yeah. A female billionaire is dating a guy for his $70,000 bonus check? Wow. Boss texted me, I appreciate you staying out of the drama in the office. I literally have no idea what she's talking about. Then you're doing a fantastic job at it. That $2K you worked hard for is better than $100K that's given to you for free.
Don't ever give anyone advice again.
Remembering a couple of years ago when I reminded my dad that I was queer and he asked me if I had a girlfriend. I said no, and he said, oh, so you're just LGBT in theory. Part of me wonders if he just said that as a joke, not so much he actually believes that's a thing, because that's totally a dad sort of dig. I came out when I was 18. I'm 21 now. My grandma asked if I had a girlfriend. I said no. This so-called Christian woman said,
Oh, you should have stayed in the closet. That's embarrassing. I mean, you're hella hot, sweetie. You could easily get a girl, but in the fact you haven't? Oof. Oof, dear. Oof.
In nature, poisonous creatures will often develop bright colors to warn others of their toxicity. That's proof that women with dyed hair are toxic every single time. Yeah, so that's called aposematism, and its function is to warn off predators. Are you a predator? Because clearly it works. Again, I thought men were the logical, scientific, they're the most reasonable of the genders, and yet, every single time, alpha male logic is never actually scientific, you know? The NFL is clearly rigged. They won Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl, so they made sure her boyfriend's team won. I haven't watched a minute all year, and I won't be watching the Super Bowl with the Democrats' little voting machine Heifer in attendance. She is a true problem for our country. Do you have the same energy when Eminem is shown just as much at Lions games? Or is it only because she's a woman who's more successful than you could ever dream of being? It's freezing outside. Where the hell is global warming? I ate today. Where the hell is world hunger? Note to self, never travel with Sandra Bullock when she's driving a bus or in outer space or going down a river with two random kids. But did she or did she not get to where she needed to be? Aha! Some loss of life is fine as long as you get to the destination. Mike Johnson, the Lord told me very clearly to prepare to become Moses. I'm sure this is just me, but I don't trust politicians who claim to be having one-on-one conversations with the Lord about their political machinations.
Democrats are so jealous. They don't have a Donald Trump. They would give anything to have him, but they don't. They're like a jealous girl that got tossed to the side. They're blinded by hate and jealousy and will do anything to stop him because they can't have him. Psycho.
Hey, you don't have to sign your tweets at the end. God damn. I was just gonna say, you could replace Donald Trump here with Hunter Biden, and I feel this would really fit Marjorie Taylor Greene's, like, just personal frustrations for him specifically. Just the multiple times she's sharing his nude pics and videos to everyone in the public space.
Twitter sure is something else.
X?
If he can dead name his own child, I can dead name his stupid ass app. Schmidt's gonna be called Twitter until it's fully crashed.
I hate cancel culture. Imagine God canceling you because you did or said the wrong thing.
I mean, the very first Bible story is God canceling two people over an apple? What?
If Jesus was real, they wouldn't call it the crucifixion. They would call it the crucifact.
The Vatican City wants to know your location.
Why? I'm not a minor.
I've been alive 20 years and still haven't found the right thing to say when someone knocks on the door of the public bathroom you're in.
Ah, I've been waiting for you.
It's always a good one.
Nah, mate, practice your dominance. Say, come in.